appreciate you being on the Fightlete Report, and welcome on the show.
No problem, man. Glad to have you, man. You know, it's been a long time since we talked.
It is. Well, it's been a long time since we've had HFC in town, and actually MMA events we can go to.
Yeah.
In the Chicago, Indiana area as well. So.
Yeah, I missed the HFC, man. Danielle was doing a great job. Danielle Parlin was doing a great job putting on shows, man. They really helped me out.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen like a lot of fighters. I mean, Askaska was supposed to fight tonight, and
yeah,
so he's come from a long way as well as many others. So definitely a lot of top talent coming from there. And talk about what you've been up to. I mean, it's been a while. Talk about getting that opportunity to fight. And once again, not only had the opportunity to fight, but opportunity to train as well, because we've had these pandemic, the shutdown. Yeah. And so talk about when you found out you were fighting for NFC. How did you feel about getting the opportunity and then also fighting there?
It's actually been real crazy, man. Like after I fought for Bellator, I fought a deal, and I wanted to take some time off because I fought him it was like 4 fights in like 8 months. Like all my fights was back to back.
Right.
So I wanted to take some time off, so I took a while off, and then I tried to get back in 2020. I had like 4 or 5 fights get pulled out. I was supposed to fight with the NFC like 3 times. I was supposed to fight Charles Bennett, you know what I'm saying, a couple title fights, and they all got pulled. Yeah, they all got pulled, man. It was just really weird. I stayed training. They did close the gym for maybe 3 or 4 months, but me and a couple of the guys used to go to the park, get some sparring, and not hard training, but we still got some work in, still try to stay in shape. I always do dynamic workouts at home anyway, so I'm always training. So I didn't have to keep training. No motivation problems with that. It was just motivation problems of actually signing the contract and actually having somebody show up to fight. And this last one, he was going to actually pass up, man, because I was just tired of going to back-to-back training camps and the fights getting But I said, forget it, man. I'm going to go in because I knew I was unmotivated, but I was like, I'm going to go in, and hopefully by the end, I ended up getting into some dynamic training and stuff, and brought me some motivation back. And it was an honor to get the fight at the NFC, especially as a main event. So that was dope. That was real dope.
Well, you're not too stranger to that. You've main evented for HFC before. Yeah. You fought Ryan Aikens as well, so. Yeah, but talk about obviously, there's social distancing now, and is there still a crowd there for the event?
Yeah, we did. We still had fans, man. So that was awesome, man. We still had. They didn't do capacity, but they did about half of the venue, and we still had fans. So it still felt good to go in there and actually perform in front of fans. And like you said, man, I'm really used to that big spotlight. I had a lot of fights in my hometown where I sold a lot of tickets. I fought for Bellator my last fight, so I was really used to being in that position to where all eyes is on me, and I love it. I thrive in it.
Definitely. And just talk about that, because it had been such a while since we saw you fight back in 2018. So, and obviously you had 3 different fights that were canceled. So talk about, just staying patient and getting that opportunity and being ready for it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, I'm a martial artist, so I'm always training. I'm always trying to get better, not just to compete, but just as a martial artist. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I do. At the essence of competition stopped, and you know what I'm saying, fighters stopped getting paid to fight, I would still train martial arts because that's just a part of me now. You know what I'm saying? So my motivation for training would never change. I will always train. I will always work on my skill set. I will always try to get better no matter what's going on. So that wasn't really a problem. That's never really the problem. The problem was cut. Like, getting down to 45 has always been hell and hot water for me. This was absolute best weight cut I've ever had. I never talked about it a lot because I didn't want to take away from a deal in the win that he got over me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to give him his respect due. But I think I know that was a horrible weight cut for me, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do that night. I take nothing from him. But that's always been my problem, is the weight cut. I had a great weight cut this time, man. We finally figured it out, man. I came in feeling strong, a lot of energy, and that was definitely a milestone for me, man, to know that I can do that again and again and again.
Yeah, what was the difference this time for the weight cut? Did you work with anybody particular, or was there a new strategy behind it?
Yeah, it was definitely a way new strategy. We got a couple of the guys that fighting. I train with a lot of UFC fighters now, so they really helped me. A lot of guys that train at the UFC Performance Center. I ain't gonna state no names, you know what I'm saying, but they gave me the secret sauce, and I've ate more than I ever ate this training camp. Like all the training camps up to now, it kind of worked out crazy because I got to mimic the weight cut 3 or 4 times because the fight kept getting canceled. So I got to start getting it right. So yeah, man, I ate more than I've ever ate during the training camp. I've never eaten this much during the training camp. I've never drunk so many liquids during the training camp. Like I ate all the way up to weigh-ins. Like all the way up to the weigh-ins, I was able to eat and drink. So it was like I never felt too bad. Like it's always gonna be hard. Like making weight is always hard, but compared to what I used to do, starve myself, deprive myself, sit in hot saunas and stuff like that, compared to that, man, it was a walk in the park, man.
Right. Definitely. Well, hopefully you'll get a chance to, utilize that more for your next upcoming fights.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I get down packed now, so I'll be weighing whenever I can weigh in. I'll be weighing in at 145, and I feel good about it. I might even go back to 155. It just depends on who the fights. I like to fight in 155. Yeah,
your win against Akins was at 155, I believe.
Yeah, him and Poole. Poole was a bit bigger than I would like to fight. He was a big boy. But, like fights like Brian Atkins, not too much bigger than me. I like those type of fights.
Sure. It just depends on the opponent, how you guys measure up. And then, talk about, staying ready for another fight. You have anything coming up on the horizon that you could announce, or you feel like you're just...
we talking about sending the contracts, you know what I'm saying, to some bigger promotions and things like that. We have a very good record. As far as staying in shape, man, I'm always, like I said, man, I'm always training. Like I'm never not training. Like, of course I took a week off, but I'm right back in the gym just doing my thing like I always do. We got a couple of guys fighting April 17. My guy Keem fighting. That's my brother, man. I really want to be in his corner, so I really got to get back to the gym and help him get ready for his fight.
Definitely. I mean, we're past a year that had like a lot of stuff going on. I know distractions for everybody. Obviously, everybody's nervous about the COVID-19. So you feel like this is a clean slate for you. 2021, this was the time to get it going. Like, 2020 behind. And then, of course, you had fights that were canceled, dating back to HFC 38 in 2019.
Yeah. So now it's like, man, I got in the beginning of the year, got me a good, flawless victory. I didn't take any damage. He did catch me with a good calf kick, though. I guess the calf kick is the thing, man. I finally felt one. Yeah. And the calf kicks are real. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, it was a flawless victory, what I'm used to doing. Like, I just felt home. I got back in there. I felt home, man. It was a flawless performance. You know what I'm saying? I don't get touched like that. That's the type of fights I like. So I'll definitely be ready to get it popping again, man. And just, you know what I'm saying, for some bigger money and then a bigger venue.
Okay. Anything in particular you're looking at, like that you feel like an event that you want to be a part of that's operating right now?
I really want to shot back with Bellator or UFC or PFL.
Okay.
Something big, man. Something big. LFA. You know what I'm saying? Something big, man. I mean, I've been showing that I can compete with some of the best guys in the world. You know what I'm saying? So even if I would a deal, man, even though I took that L, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. It wasn't a whitewash. At the end of the fight, I ended up, you know what I'm saying, starting to come along, getting my takedowns in. You know what I'm saying? It was a great fight. So I think I've shown that I can compete with, you know what I'm saying, some of the best guys in the world. And I want to continue to show that.
Definitely. And who do you feel has helped you the most throughout your training camp? Who do you think has been, you contribute your success to?
First of all, DeVar's Tubbs, man, look him up, man. He's one of the best Muay Thai trainers out there and fighters. Jakal, of course, he's been helping me astronomically on my ground game that I haven't even been able to show yet. Mike Galatello, man, Apex training. He's another animal. I've trained with Rafael Sansal multiple times. Like our training sessions when I was able to work with him for the Cody fight, it definitely put me in gut check because he plays no games during sparring. So it definitely gave me a gut check to where I need to step my level up and I start feeling good. Akeem Bashir, my brother, I trained with him a whole lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? We damn near mirror each other. He's an up-and-coming pro fighter that y'all need to check out as well. But there's so many names, man. There's so many people that's gonna help me, man, like grappling with Will Brooks, You know what I'm saying? He's strong as an ox. You know what I'm saying? He beat me up a lot. Douglas Lima, just being in the room with Douglas Lima and Dhiego, it's just it's a whole camp of guys here at American Top Team Atlanta and American Top Team Lima, man. It's very special, man. Very special, and I'm just happy to work with these guys and just soak up all of this talent.
Definitely. And you mentioned Bellator, and obviously Douglas Lima. He just went for the middleweight title against Gegard Mousasi. So what was your thoughts on that fight?
I mean, it was a great fight, man. I feel like if he would have pushed forward a little bit earlier, man, he might have got the W, man. He always looked good in the later rounds. I feel like if he starts getting faster starts, man, he's a hard night out for anybody, man. I really, truly feel like he is the best welterweight in the world.
Definitely. Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see him come back again, and obviously when Bellator returns. I know I'm with the media for Bellator, so I heard they're making a special announcement, I think, next weekend. Awesome. Yeah. So we'll hopefully get to hear more from them and their scheduled rollout in 2021. Hopefully you have an opportunity to compete for them.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. Hopefully I will, man. I'm going to have to go ahead and get with Douglas, man. Tell him to call Scott Coker, man. Get your boy back in there, man.
Yeah, for sure. Also talk about, when the gyms were shut down, how did you stay motivated? How did you feel like, you're not going to let this stop you? I mean, some fighters may have fallen off. Some fighters, got distracted by things. For you and yourself, how do you reel yourself in, keep focused?
At American Top Team, man, it's like American Top Team Atlanta. It's like we got a close-knit community. Like, it's like family. Like, those guys are like my brothers. They're not guys that I go to the gym and just train with. And hey, all right, man, holler at you later. See you at the gym. Like, we really hit each other line, make sure everybody doing good. So when the pandemic hit, we was right away on the phone with each other. Like, man, we know the gym's closed. It was hot outside. Right. Thankfully, we was like, man, let's meet at the park, man. We met at the park. I still got footage of us being at the park with the gloves on, just getting our rounds in, man. So we just stayed tight, and everybody kept getting their rounds in, and we stayed safe as far as we was already around each other all the time anyway. Sure. So we stayed tight together, you know what I'm saying? Herd immunity or whatever they want to call it. Right. Stayed tight, trained, and went back home, man. I didn't do nothing, but I still did the same thing. I still trained, and I went back home.
For sure. And then, talk about, your desire to compete in a certain destination. I know you say you want to come back, for HFC in Indiana, get to show the local crowd, what you've been working on. Yeah. But, talk about where else you'd like to fight. Talk about maybe when the world opens back up, you can fight internationally as well.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I've been really focused on fighting in Atlanta, man, and I knocked that one out the way. I really wanted to fight down here. I got a lot of people down here that wanted to see me fight, you know what I'm saying, in the fight community down here. And I really wanted to show them that, you know what I'm saying, there's another shark in the sea. But there's a lot of politics that's going on down here, so I don't want to be a part of the politics. I want to compete clean. I don't really want to be into the politics type of stuff. But, man, I don't know, man. I competed in around Chicago. That was fun with Bellator. I don't know where I want to compete at next, man. Wherever it's popping, I do want to go overseas sometime. But, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get to Abu Dhabi with UFC or something.
Yes. Yeah. And then also, maybe having the opportunity to fight fighters from all over the world. Like, definitely. That's something that you haven't done yet.
Definitely. That's definitely what I want to do, man. I've been fighting a lot of places, but I would definitely want to fight, just crazy opposition from across the world, man. I really want to prove that I'm one of the best in the world, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And then what do you kind of do in your downtime? Do you train, do you do personal training? Do you do classes at your gym?
Yeah, I actually do group fitness. I do group fitness and I do personal training on my downtime. So I'm a martial artist through in and throughout, man. I'm always helping people get better at martial arts. I'm always training in martial arts, and I always like to do dynamic strength and conditioning workouts. Now is something that I found during the pandemic, because I never really did. I did regular strength and conditioning, but it was never really my thing. You know what I'm saying? Lifting weights, bench pressing and stuff like that. I do it, but it's never really my thing. But I found some real dynamic training methods that has definitely showed and proved to build me nice, lean muscle. I feel so much stronger, so much faster. So I spend a lot of time doing that, just focusing on my dynamic strength and conditioning.
Definitely. And then when you think, when you look back at the fight with Brandon Webb and, potential promotions, when they look at that fight, what do you think they'll take from it? that will probably go into the
Depends on
decision.
what they're looking for, man. Because a lot of promoters want you to just stand in the pocket and just punch each other in the face. A lot of promoters are, and I'm aware of that. That a lot of promoters want those rock 'em, sock 'em, robot type of fighters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if they're looking for a clean technician, you know what I'm saying, that's not afraid to stand in the pocket, that's really good everywhere. I don't get me wrong, I didn't get to show a lot of my grappling, but I've always shown that I have great takedown defense. You know what I'm saying? I've always shown that. But I didn't even get to show that I can wrestle, and my jiu-jitsu isn't bad at all. But they're going to see a very clean striker. I was very aggressive that fight. I could have been, and I didn't even get in the third gear, only because I wanted my rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I could have pushed for a finish. I had him hurt the first round. I could have pushed for a finish, but it's like, I ain't been in here. It's been 2 years, 9 months. I haven't been in there. There's no reason for me to want to hurry up and get out of here. I'm not one of those guys that get in the cage and be like, oh, I want to hurry up and get out. No, man. We got 15 minutes to work, and that's what I wanted to do. I think they'll see a technician, a guy that's clean, and a guy that can push the pace and start to get finishes. Because that's the only thing that I don't like about my record is that I haven't been getting those finishes. But the competition I've been facing has been tough cookies, all bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? He's the first guy that I fought that's actually my size.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else has been way bigger than me, way taller, way longer. You know what I'm saying? He's the first guy I've actually fought that's my size, and we've seen what happened.
Wow. Well, I think you'll have that opportunity to do more stuff as we move forward,
Yeah.
And obviously, when stuff opens up as well. And anybody you'd like to fight next? Anybody in particular that interests you?
I want Charles Felony Bennett.
Okay.
I feel like he played me my last fight. It's nothing personal, but the story with that, man, we got to the venue, we both weighed in. We was supposed to fight. It ended up raining. It was an outside venue. It ended up raining, and the promoters wanted us to come back the next day and fight. Everybody fought but me and him.
Wow.
And when I tell you I had so many people drive and fly out to Atlanta, like it was packed, it was test your jaw shirts all over the venue, man. And they was highly upset that he said he did not want to fight. And don't get me wrong, I understand his side too, but you know what I'm saying? That's a fight that I would definitely love to run back, whether it's bare knuckle, MMA, wherever you want to do it, man. I'd love to run that fight back. Charles, if you're listening, man, come holler at your boy, man. Run it back.
For sure. And that's another thing I did want to ask you about the bare knuckle fighting. We just saw it, Knuckle Mania last night. And I don't know if you had any teammates that were fighting. I know, well, your former teammate, he wasn't able to fight. Unfortunately, he was pulled from the guard.
Who? Which one?
Wasn't it Tom? Tom Shoaff?
I didn't know he was on. He was supposed to fight somewhere else. He was actually doing an MMA fight.
Oh, okay. It was MMA. Okay.
Injuring his knee, but he's been putting on hell of a shows. The Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, man. He's a dog. And I trained with him for years and years, man. He gave me some of that dog throughout our sparring matches and stuff like that. I actually helped him for some of his first bare knuckle fights and stuff like that. And we always talked about getting back. He always asked me if I wanted to do it. He think I'd do good at it, and I think I do good at it too. And I heard they pay a lot better. So
yeah.
You know, I might, you might see me in the bare knuckle cage one day.
Nice.
But like I know them guys be looking for rock 'em, sock 'em robots, man. And I feel like I would be disrespecting my art if I went in there and let somebody punch me when I know they shouldn't be punching me. Like, I'm not finna stand in front of nobody and just get punched in the face.
Definitely, yeah. It was on last night, and it's pretty brutal.
I've
always kept touching it though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the type of fights they like. People to just sit in the pocket and just see who's the tougher guy. I'm an artist, man. I'm a technician, man.
Sure.
You feel me? And don't get me wrong, I'm slugging, I'm throwing them things, but to let somebody punch me just for the fans, I don't know about all that.
No, I hear you on that one. But we can't wait to see you back in the cage. So, Gore, just let us know next time you fight, what can we expect?
Definitely, man. The next time we fight, man, the next time I fight, man, y'all can expect me to be more and more aggressive, more technicians. Y'all can expect to see some different type of weapons. It's not always going to be the same show. I got a lot of tools in the bag, man. This last fight was just the ice. It wasn't even icing on the cake, man. We just breaking through my real skills. So expect to see a full MMA fighter, man, a full-fledged MMA fighter everywhere, anywhere they want to go, man, we can go.
Sounds good. Well, we appreciate you being on the Fight Report, Corey, as always. You know,
Right
thank
on.
you again for taking time to be on the show. We
Problem.
you, as well. Make sure to check out Corey Jackson's fight if you haven't. He defeated Brandon Webb by unanimous decision. Main event, NFC 129 last weekend. And, of course, check it out.
They can check it out on Flow Combat.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations again on the victory, man. And we look forward to having you back on the Fight Report, sometime soon.
Thank you, man. Hey, can I give a plug real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, whatever you want to do, go ahead.
If y'all want some gear, man, y'all can go on my page, my Instagram, Maximus Strong 7, or y'all can check me out, Corey Jackson, on Facebook. You can hit the link on my Instagram, Maximus Strong 7. Test your jaw, t-shirts, face mask, the whole 9 on there, man. Get with me.
Sounds good. Yeah, and I think we have to send you one of our newer design shirts.
Yeah, I still got the last one, man. I sent you a shirt too.
Awesome. We appreciate it, Corey. Best of luck, man. And, look forward to seeing you in the future, hopefully soon.
Right on. Appreciate you, man.
Take care. Bye.